Alright, so today we're going to be covering the second season of the Sweet Home collab. So, firstly, let's take a look at the new companions real quick. We have Yuri Park. Her skill is just health regen for 6 seconds. This percentage right here will increase based on her level. But around level 40 to 50 is where you would just regen pretty much over 100% of your HP. Especially if you have her weapon, it increases it by another 4 seconds. So her skill will last in 10 seconds in total. Next companion is Jisoo Yoon. Um, Honestly, she's pretty terrible. I don't think anyone would be using her. She just gives you damage and XP rate. Like, the XP rate is absolutely nothing nowadays. So this will convert into about 1% Paragon XP. And each time you level it up, it only goes up by 1.5%. So really overall terrible companion, unless you don't have Hakan somehow, and you need her for the glass cannon attack buff. Now her weapon just increases decisive strike by 5%. That's your chance, not your damage. It's still pretty useless overall. I'm surprised that she's not good. Her tags are attack and EXP. And the tags for Yuri are health and amp health. I would definitely do your best to get this one. She has a lot of uses right now, just simply for survival stages where you have to live 30 seconds. So I would definitely try to get Yuri Park. I would like to get into the new friend invitation rewards. So they added this right here: invited friends clear missions 50 times. Once you do that, you get a free unique creature and a free SSR costume with some of these. Here's my code right here. I would be very grateful if you used it. You have to be under stage 100 in order to use a code, mind you, so this pretty much only applies to like players in the first week of their playtime. So if you need a code to use, here's mine. I'll have it in the description, and I'll have a picture up on screen of what it gives you. So feel free to use this code if you want. Alright, so next up we're going to look at the two costumes. None of them are really impressive stat-wise, so if you're just worried about stats and missing out on useful skins, you can safely miss both of these. Same with this guy, and the same with this one. His attack based on HP will only go up by 1% when you level him to level 5. Now let's get into the actual changes of this update. So if you have a creature that isn't starred, you can exchange it for another UR creature, and it's guaranteed to not be the one that you just exchanged. So for example, if I exchange Blind Monster, I can't get another Blind Monster. Of course, that would be pretty useless if you could. But if you have starred him, there's currently no way to exchange it, because you can't reset these guys like anyone else. There's no reset button right here. So pretty much you're screwed if you start them and you don't want it. Now, two very, very small changes. When you're sweeping, you can actually just hold down on these now instead of having to click them individually. This also applies for like shop buys right here. While we're in the shop, let's just go over the new tab creature. So if you didn't notice, you can buy all of these different pets. This would be the best bang for your buck. I'm assuming this tab is just meant for fodder for your URs to evolve them faster. You would still have to buy this bundle 5 times, just a 1-star UR, so that's about $20. So overall, I wouldn't suggest buying any of these. They're pretty big waste of money. The creature exchange ticket, this will let you exchange an already exchanged monster. So if you exchange a UR into another UR, you cannot exchange that exchanged UR, if that makes sense. But if you bought this ticket, that will allow you to do so. You can also get it in the mileage shop down here. Alright, with that all out of the way, let's get into the events real quick. Another stair roulette. This is great. Always free loot. You can get 2 of these completely free to play, so you'll get a costume first, and then you can pick between one of these 3 for your second reward. Then we just have another 7-day login event for the same dude as last week. Nothing crazy. Another whale shop. You can just buy all of these flat out. You don't have to wait like the last one. And of course, buying all 5 will get you another UR. Next up, bingo event. Same as always. Do all your quests. And then just make sure to claim your event pass loot. And then just use your cards and pray for the best. And we also have another event world, basically the same as before, except you have the new costume and the new companions in the pay to win bundles. We also have the monster event rankings back, but the reward is the new mutated costume this time instead of the mutated berserker. And lastly, we have the world raids, which is basically the main part of it for this season. So once you enter this, you firstly want to look at the element and the area. So before you do anything, match your cards to the area. So make sure they're all the same. I have a previous video going over how to make monster card presets. And every day you can come into the shop and get a free raid booster, which I think like 5x's your attack or something like that. Yep, it increases damage and health by 5 times. And gives you a 1.5 multiplier on your silver bar rewards. So I've already fought this guy today, but you would just go in, make sure your preset is correct. This is mine for full ABO. Feel free to copy this if you're using attack based on HP. Now the rewards from these guys are pretty good, so if you're a top 3 contender, you're going to be pretty happy with this. These rewards are per boss. So if you get first on all these bosses, there's 5 bosses. If you get first on all of them, you'll get 5 SSR mythics. That's basically 2 URs. But of course, that applies to pretty much no one watching this video. At best, we're getting the diamond loot. So just a unique for each one. That's still very good. We're getting 5 unique SSR pets from this. As for what you should buy with your currency, I would always suggest getting the raid scrolls first. Both of them. And then with any extra gold, get the normal scrolls. And then with your silver, you should always buy all of the normal scrolls first. Now that pretty much covers everything in this season 2 of Sweet Home. The event is going to last for another month, so you have plenty of time to get this all done and familiarize yourself with how you should go about it. But yeah, that's been it. Thanks for watching.